Welcome back to the Keeping It Real with KC podcast. I, of course, am your host, KC Phoenix, and I am doing the Quick 3 Tarot for Wednesday. I have to think for a second. May 11th. Before I go any further, KIRWKC.com, main podcasting platform. This podcast is carried on Apple, Spotify, Google, iHeartRadio, Pandora, Overcast, Bullhorn, Amazon Music, Audible, and several other podcasting platforms. Please feel free to listen to this podcast on whatever platform is most convenient for you. KIRWKC on all the social media platforms. This is for the collective. It is not for a specific sign. As I always say, take what resonates, leave what doesn't. If it's not your story, don't try to make it fit. I'm just a person sitting here reading the energy and the tarot cards. You know your life story better than I ever could. Now that I've said that, I bought another deck. I'm using the Karma cards. So I will take 3 of these and then I'll use the Light Seers Tarot deck to clarify them. So let's get started. May I have the energy for the collective for Wednesday, May the 11th. May I have the energy for the collective for Wednesday, May the 11th. May I have the energy for the collective for Wednesday, May the 11th. What is it that the collective needs to hear? What is it that the collective needs to hear? What is it that the collective needs to hear? What is it that the collective needs to hear? May I have the energy for the collective for May 11th, Wednesday? May I have some cards, please? What is it that the collective needs to hear? And also, Mercury started, for those who don't know, but if you follow my channel, you already do, but for those who don't, Mercury already started retrograde yesterday. So, technology might be acting a little bit funky. I know mine has. My Wi-Fi has been showing out. Obviously, people might be coming back. That's 2. Thank you. And then I need 1 more. Thank you. Okay. Just out of curiosity, what's at the bottom of the deck? 3rd house. Huh. Okay, and you know what? I'm going to talk about what's at the bottom of the deck first. Because on this, it says, the idea in question, get your ideas going. For those of you who had something that you put on the back burner, this is the perfect time to start working on it. That's what Mercury retrograde is for. Anything that is unfinished, that's why people usually come back around from your past, like where you haven't heard from them in forever, and you're like, okay, why did this person come out the blue and start talking to me? More than likely, it was a cycle that was not closed out properly, so it's giving you the opportunity to close it out properly, to either just be done with it or to start fresh and wipe the slate clean, however you want to do it. Or if you haven't learned your lesson, you'll get caught up in another cycle, if it be a toxic one. But again, for things that are on the back burner, this is the perfect time to start working on that. And Mercury stays in retrograde until June 2nd. So yeah, then it starts to go direct. And then there's like post-retrograde, so on and so forth. All right, first card that came out is Neptune. Inspire others with be prepared to sacrifice for, yielding is the only way to. So this is talking about sacrifice. Neptune obviously rules Pisces. Some of you may be Pisces or have Pisces in your chart. Something just said to me that some of you might have to sacrifice something to do something else. Going back to the idea thing, where if you've been allocating bandwidth to a certain thing, you may have to be like, you know what, I need to stop that for a while and focus on this so I can get this done in regards to an idea that may have been on the back burner. So you may have to sacrifice something that you have been regularly doing to take care of something that needs to be handled. Also, don't forget too, not only with ideas being the perfect time to work on things, Mercury retrograde will also bring things to the front that need to be worked on, that you put on the back burner, not just ideas. Like if there's a certain bill that you've been meaning to pay for months, or if there is a diet you've been meaning to start for months or years, then it may happen during that time where something happens that forces you to like, okay, now I need to start this. I have no choice. That type of energy. And you may have to sacrifice some things. The second card that came out, it didn't want to go back in. And this is the card in Libra. And this one is about relationships, the beauty of do it with your partners. So for this particular card, it's about, and also the air conditioning just came on. Thank goodness, because it was a little bit warm in here. But it's about bringing balance to your relationships. And it doesn't have to be just romance. It can also be like family and things of that nature. But and also something is saying bringing balance to your life. And I just heard work-life balance. Maybe some of you are working a lot and you need to find out how to balance your work and your life outside of work. In doing that, something also just said to me that you may have been neglecting either your family or your significant other because of work. And that is something that you may be looking to bring into balance, or you may be forced to bring it into balance. And then the third card that came out is Venus, which is kind of interesting because Venus rules Libra and it also rules Taurus. So Venus came out and it says cherish, enjoy, charm, art, and beauty are the way to. So with this, with Venus, some of you may also, going back to the fitness thing that I mentioned briefly, some of you may be changing your look, changing your appearance. That actually came out in a few of the readings for May on the money readings with the change your look. So some of you may be making a change to your look, taking better care of yourself. Some of you may be pampering yourself. Going back to the Libra with balance, some of you may be saying, hey, I want to pamper myself more. I want to do more for myself. You may start changing your wardrobe, buying new clothes, doing your hair, getting your nails done, whatever. Making sure that your body or face is always moisturized. Maybe you're doing a skin peel. Who knows? But it is something in regards to the beauty. Now, also, it doesn't have to be beauty just on oneself. It can also be the beauty surrounding you too, where you may want to, and Feng Shui has been on my mind a lot lately. I don't know what the deal is about that, but whatever. Maybe some of you are changing the way your layout is in your home. Like if the couch, let's say the couch or the sofa was on the right side of the room, maybe you're like, you know what, I think it would look better on the left side of the room. Or if the room is painted beige, you might be like, you know what, I think I want to do it in orange. Orange pops more, so I think orange would be better. So it's just little things like that. Also, I just heard somebody might be buying new appliances, specifically a new refrigerator, whatever that's about. So yeah. Okay, can we go ahead and start clarifying these cards, please? Can we clarify Neptune? Can we clarify Neptune? What is it that the collective needs to hear for Neptune? What is it that the collective needs to hear for Neptune? Can we clarify Neptune? May I have a card, please? Also, the Five of Pentacles stuck out to me as I'm going through this, where someone may have felt left out in the cold. I honestly feel like there hasn't been balance somewhere, and someone may have felt like they were left out because you've been focusing on other things, but that's coming into balance now. Thank you. Judgment. So, yeah. There may be an ultimatum given in regards to the sacrifice, because judgment came out for this. Again, second chance too. Someone might be asking for a second chance. I don't know why. I feel like someone may be leaving some old habits behind. That's kind of what I'm picking up with this. I don't know. The energy that I'm getting from I feel like someone may be leaving some old habits. There's some habits here. And whatever these habits are, toxic or not, there may be someone that has to leave some old habits behind. And they're looking to do that during this period, learning how to do that. Can we clarify in Libra? Can we clarify in Libra? Because I feel like habits, thank you. High Priestess. So this is about knowledge. Also, it's about secrets too. Okay, I'm picking up a few things here. Just a heads up, something may come out about someone's relationship. And you're going to have to make a decision whether you want to continue or not. Take what resonates, leave what doesn't. For others of you, I'm hearing speak your mind. Some of you, to bring balance, I heard something recently that made me really, really think. It was something to the effect of, anytime I choose to keep the peace by being silent, I start a war within myself. Some of you may have to speak up to bring balance to your relationship. There may have been certain things, and going back to this habits right here, there may have been certain habits or something that is irritating you in a relationship. It doesn't necessarily have to be romance, where someone does something but you don't say anything. High Priestess, you don't say anything, and now it's affecting you. And it's affecting the relationship. And to bring balance to it, you're going to have to speak up. Take what resonates, leave what doesn't. Also, another timeline I heard, going to the relationship thing with the High Priestess, someone might be in a secret relationship. And it might be time to make the relationship public. Take what resonates, leave what doesn't. If it's not your story, don't try to make it fit. Can we clarify Venus, please? Can we clarify Venus, please? Thank you. 2 cards fell out and they hit the floor. Actually, 3. What are these? Okay. 9 of Swords. Queen of Pentacles. So 9 of Swords, air energy. Aquarius, Libra, Gemini. Queen of Pentacles is Virgo energy. Capricorn, Virgo, Taurus, earth energy, but Virgo specifically. And 8 of Wands is fire energy. So Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. There's some type of movement happening. I feel like some of you are thinking about your stability. It's interesting. The 8 of Wands came out twice yesterday in my economy reading. And there were 2 King of Pentacles cards on 2 of the decks. Under one of those King of Pentacles cards, after I finished recording, was another 8 of Wands. So that was 3 8 of Wands. Some of you, and Venus again can deal with the surrounding too. Some of you may be concerned about your stability, is what's going on. With this 8 of Wands, with the way things are moving, you're like, how do I maintain this? What can I do to maintain this? So that some of you may be in that energy. For others of you, I could see this is moving away from, even though usually it's like 8 of Cups and 6 of Swords energy. But with the 9 of Swords that came out with the 8 of Wands, I could see this moving away from to maintain your stability, to maintain what you have. Also, with that, especially with Virgo energy, I'm honestly picking up a worrying here, is what I'm picking up for that. And I don't know why. 2 of Swords is in my mind, like not knowing which way to go, but you want to make some quick movement. I'm not picking up anything bad though. It's just a lot of thoughts are going through your head. You're thinking about your stability. How will you maintain? Is what I'm picking up for some of you. Take what resonates, leave what doesn't. But like I said before, I feel like others of you are just going to move away from something in order to maintain your stability. Take what resonates, leave what doesn't. And then at the bottom of the deck, 6 of Cups. So for that, some of you might be thinking about reaching back out, where someone, usually other people reach out to you, you might be looking to reach out to them. You may be thinking about someone from your past right now, especially like I said, with the Mercury retrograde, and you might be preparing to reach out. What's under the 6 of Cups? Yeah, 4 of Wands and then the Knight of Cups. Somebody's going to reach out. It's either going to be you or them. I feel like it's probably going to be you, because that's an idea that's going on. For those of you who are planning on reaching out to someone, I'm going back to sacrifice. Some of you might be asking for a second chance. Or it could be vice versa. They might be asking for a second chance. But honestly, I feel like this is you. So these were some interesting timelines. All right, that's all I have for the quick 3. As I always say, take what resonates, leave what doesn't. KIRWKC.com, main podcasting platform. This podcast is carried on Apple, Spotify, Google, iHeartRadio, Pandora, Overcast, Bullhorn, Amazon Music, Audible, and several other podcasting platforms. Please feel free to listen to this podcast on whatever platform is most convenient for you. KIRWKC on all the social media platforms. Until next time, be blessed.